Hey everyone, today I'm collaborating with my YouTube friend Ali from Actually Alli DIY, and we are both refreshing our dining spaces in under $150. Ali does amazing home decor and DIY content over on her channel. I especially love her budget and renter-friendly projects, and her dining space refresh is definitely going to be renter-friendly, so if you're curious to see that, make sure you hop on over to her channel after watching this one to see what she did with hers. By watching both of our refreshes, you're going to get quite a wide range of ideas because Ali, on one hand, has a dedicated dining room and she's going to do it renter friendly, whereas me, I can put some holes in the wall, but my dining area is shared with the living room, so space is going to be a bit of a challenge. So if you're curious for some budget friendly dining space decorating ideas, then keep on watching. I must have been so excited for this change because I completely forgot to take some before shots, so I pulled up some old photos and clips of our dining space. As I mentioned before, because the dining space is a part of the living room, I really didn't want to have too much going on and I wanted to make my refresh pretty minimal but impactful. I knew I wanted some sort of pendant light fixture and wall art to really ground the area and section it off from the living room and give it its own moment. The first thing I did was order some pendant light fixtures. It was quite a challenge finding affordable ones that I liked under $100, and I put together a list of some of my favorite ones, so if you'd be interested in checking those out, I'll link them below. So I narrowed it down to these two from Lowe's and Amazon, and because I'm going for more minimal, I wanted something light and soft, and I decided to go with that globe look because I prefer that diffused lighting over having the woven basket scatter light everywhere at night. I also like how this one matches the one in our hallway and it felt very cohesive. I ordered 3 of them because I couldn't tell which size and hardware would match best and settled on this one. This is me filming myself holding it up at different heights to determine how far up to hang it. I also made sure that we got a long enough pendant fixture because in order to hang it centered above the table, we were gonna have to swag hook it. Otherwise, the table would have to move forward and block the path to the hallway. I was considering this at one point, but it just didn't allow for circulation around the table. Swag hooking is pretty common if you're not able to move your electrical source, so here we're using a ceiling hook to swag it, and I was initially worried that it was gonna look a little messy, but because the fixture is white, it doesn't grab your attention at all unless you're looking directly up at it, and I'm really happy with how clean and modern this looks. For the wall, I wanted something that wasn't gonna clash with the gallery wall above our sofa. The gallery wall is pretty busy, so I also wanted something softer to balance that out, and that would allow the dining area to still feel sectioned. I found these frames at a discount at Michael's for buy one get two free, and I ended up using 2 of them. I'm gonna save one for another project in the future or maybe gift it. They didn't have any more regular frames left in this wooden shade, so I went with shadow boxes, and I didn't know what I was gonna do initially when I bought them, but I thought they'd be great for adding some sort of texture and depth. I remembered seeing this 2-piece floral wall art at Target, and you've probably seen this or some variation of it somewhere. I showed it in my Studio McGee fall decor shopping video, and I thought it'd be nice to recreate a similar look with a watercolor painting and then pin it inside the shadow boxes. Here I'm making 2 watercolor abstract landscape paintings. I started these off thinking of the sunset and sunrise, and as I continued painting, it started to feel like both were sunsets, but I really didn't care because I love that peachy and purple tone. I wanted these to be very soft and also mixed in many different colors to add some complexity and earthiness to the tones. Then I let the painting dry in between each layer, and for the horizon line I used a darker shade to add some contrast. I find watercoloring the most therapeutic medium to work with. What about you? Let me know below if you have a favorite medium. Once the paintings were dry, I folded crisp lines on the edges and I added pressure along them using this scissor several times, and then I slowly teared them off to get that deckle-edged look. I learned a new word, deckle-edged. I'm so happy with how these turned out. The shadow boxes came with these pins and I used them to pin the painting on the shadow box and then hung the two frames vertically on top of each other. I made sure that they were visible under the pendant light fixture and also at a lower level than the living room gallery wall so that they're not competing visually, and also so that when you're sitting at the table, the artwork feels like a part of that setting and feels more intimate that way. To finish off my refresh, I got some fresh flowers from Trader Joe's. I want to build the habit of using fresh florals because it brings me so much joy to get flowers at Trader Joe's or like at the farmer's market and use them in our home. I wanted to try something new and went with hydrangeas. I'm really surprised at how long these flowers are lasting. It's been about 3 weeks and they're looking pretty much almost as fresh as they looked on the day I got them. Oh, I forgot to mention I thrifted this glass vase for $6. And lastly, I mixed in a few eucalyptus branches in the arrangement and saved the rest for the vase on our console. I love a crisp, clean scent and found this sand and fog one at Marshall's for only $4, and it's also got a really pretty, intricate lid design. Then I just stacked some marble coasters that I already have at home. And that is pretty much it. I love how minimal this turned out. I might add a little more when we do fall or Christmas decorating, but for the normal day-to-day, I like to keep things pretty simple. We have roommates and like to host dinner fairly often or do like Korean barbecue or hot pot where we have a lot of dishes scattered out. And I've learned after trying out a table runner that I prefer to keep it pretty simple so that it's easy to clear when we need more space. And yeah, that is it for our dining space refresh, guys. Here is what the area looks like now. I'm so happy that we were able to keep this under our budget of $150. I love how this collab with Alli really motivated me to finally update our dining space. For a while, I've been wanting to redo our dining area, like completely change it up, even replace the furniture. But because that would have been way over budget, I kept pushing the project off. With this refresh, I was still able to work with what I have and get it to a place that I'm really happy with, and it was a great reminder that you don't have to make a dramatic change or spend a lot of money to refresh your space. Make sure you head on over to Alli's channel to see what she did with her refresh. I'll add a link to her video below. I'm absolutely in love with how creative she was with hers, and I know you'll love it too. Let me know below what you thought about this project, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more home decor and lifestyle content from me. When you do, hit that little notification bell so that you're notified when I upload every week. If you'd like, go ahead and follow me on Instagram for more everyday home lifestyle tips and content. I love connecting with you guys over there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.